Yo! How's it going, everybody? My name is Michael Habibi. Thank you for joining my channel. Today we're going to be talking about top 5 best fat burners ever. Let's go! First, a little rant here. This is my problem with people in fat burners. The majority of people, even including myself in the past, I used to think that, well, I could just eat whatever I want and then I'll take a fat burner and I'll lose weight. No, that is the issue, people. Fat burners are not gonna help you out. Fucking cheat your stupid diet. And what I actually think these fat burners should be used for is only really 2 things. Anti-catabolism when you're cutting, so prevent muscle wasting while you're in a severe deficit. And number 2 is breaking through a plateau, especially if you're like a bodybuilder and you're competing and you're dieting hard for like prep, and then it comes like, you're like 4 weeks out and you're trying to get a little more shredded, boom, fat burner. That's what I would do. So that being said, there's only 2 characteristics that I'm gonna be using to determine the best fat burner. Number 1, effectiveness. Oh my gosh, how many fat burners have you guys tried that don't work? Oh my God, I hate that. So, effectiveness. Everything I'm gonna be talking about is effective, but more importantly, number 2, is it bad for your health or good for your health? And that's gonna be the biggest factor of which one's the best fat burner. So starting with number 1, the worst fat burner, which is still not bad, it's just not the best. Clenbuterol. Oh my gosh. Eat Clen. Yo, let's go. What is Clen, first of all? Clen is a beta-2 agonist, affects smooth muscle and causes dilation of the bronchial passages and vasodilation in the muscle and liver. So basically it's an asthma medication, but in my experience, to be honest, I don't recommend taking Clenbuterol. I think there's better things to take without the side effects. The worst side effect I think of Clen is that it basically can enlarge your heart, left ventricular hypertrophy, if I said that right. I think it can increase your heart size, which isn't good, lead to heart failure later on. So that's in my opinion, the reason why I don't like Clen, and I probably would never use it again, is for that reason. I didn't really feel that great, honestly, on Clen. I kind of felt like cracked out, and my heart was like, yeah, Clen, I don't really have too much to say about Clen. I think I've taken it about like 2 times. It works, it does work, but you have to be careful because your heart can explode, you can die, you can get an enlarged heart, and especially if you're doing like high intensity cardio, you're an athlete, like I would not recommend taking Clenbuterol. You don't want to get your heart rate pumping super high on Clenbuterol because then it can explode. It's kind of like doing cocaine and working out. Number 2, a little bit better than Clenbuterol. EC stack. Ephedrine caffeine stack. Some people add in aspirin to thin their blood. I never did that. I think I did it once. But EC stack, oof. If it wasn't for the negative side effects of the ephedrine, I would say this is number 1 for sure. Guys, best appetite suppressant ever. I literally went 3 days on water only, not a problem whatsoever. I think like Clenbuterol, it's a beta-2 agonist. It does increase your metabolism. I think like 150 calories a day. Clenbuterol is like 200 to 300 calories a day, so it does increase your metabolism a little bit. I think I forgot to mention Clenbuterol and ephedrine are also slightly anabolic and for sure anti-catabolic, meaning they're gonna help you build a little bit of muscle and also gonna prevent you from losing the muscle that you already have. This is my results when I was like around 20 years old, when I was doing like ephedrine for probably like 3 months straight. Mind you, this is before I knew anything about dieting or how to lose weight. Basically what I did to get this light lean is I was taking ephedrine. I would fast for like 3 days, maybe like once every month. It was crazy. 3-day fast. I was definitely intermittent fasting. I got down to like 1 meal a day. I was basically starving myself almost. And then I was doing like 4 to 5 hours of cardio every week on top of the strength training that I was doing for like 6 hours a week. So I was working out a lot. Not sustainable. I didn't feel good. I didn't like it. I wouldn't do it again. But the ephedrine was great for that because especially if you're starving yourself or you want to lower your calories or you're having a hard time curbing your appetite, ephedrine is good with the caffeine. I don't know if you guys know, but you have to take the ephedrine with the caffeine for it to work. It's like an EC stack is like, I've heard it put it this way. This is ephedrine is 1, caffeine is 1. You put 1 and 1 together, it becomes 3. Math. That's how ephedrine and caffeine work together. They like combine synergistically to become something better. Again, the reason why it's not number 1 is because of the potential heart issues. Personally, I had like heart palpitations, like irregular heart, cardiac arrhythmia. I don't even know if that's the right term. Don't quote me. But basically, my heart would like flutter or like whatever. I didn't like that. Nobody fucking likes that. So what did I do? My teacher told me that the reason why ephedrine is bad is because it drains your sodium potassium pumps. So I thought, well, I'll just eat more potassium. So that actually kind of helped. But what helped even more was actually microdosing it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, the way you get ephedrine now, because it's illegal in America, I'm talking about America. In Canada, you can just buy ephedrine. But in America, in the United States of America, you have to go to the pharmacy and ask for either Bronchade or Primatine. And then you just take that, it's super cheap, and you just buy caffeine pills or whatever. So the ratio is you wanna take like around 25 milligrams of ephedrine to 200 milligrams of caffeine. So what I did is I broke that 25 milligrams into quarters. Wait, I can't even do math right now. What the hell is 25 divided by 4? What? Wait, or maybe I didn't do quarters. Maybe I did halves. Oh yeah, I think I broke it in half. 12.5, 100 milligrams of caffeine. Boom, eat that. And then like 2 to 3 hours later, when you start coming down, you do it again. So I was only taking like 1 pill of ephedrine, which is like 25 milligrams a day, plus 200 milligrams of caffeine, plus everything, whatever. I know some people are taking like 3 or 4 pills of ephedrine a day, like 75 to 100 milligrams of ephedrine a day. And I actually did do that in the past. Not a good idea. So, my opinion, if you are gonna do ephedrine, I would recommend splitting the doses in halves or even quarters and dosing it like more frequently, like 3 to 4 hours, because I think the half-life is like 3 to 4 hours. Don't quote me. This is like old information. Yeah, and would I use it again? Probably. I actually have some right now, but I haven't touched it because I don't actually need anything to lose weight right now. I'm losing weight just fine. So I might use it. I'm planning on doing a bodybuilding show next year, so maybe I'll use it towards the end of my like prep, right before the show to get a little leaner. Be careful though, be careful. Number 3, MK677. You know guys, I'm the biggest fan of MK677. I talked about this in my last video. What is MK677? If you guys don't know, you've been sleeping under a rock. It's a human growth hormone secretagogue. So basically what it does is it makes your body produce more human growth hormone as opposed to like taking HGH and injecting yourself with it. Different. There's really no side effects. The only side effect is that you're gonna get hungry and sleepier. Not too bad. But it also can affect your blood glucose levels. Why am I retarded today? That's like really the only side effects. How to prevent the side effects, in my experience, is take the full dose right before you go to bed. That way you sleep great, and then you don't really have the hunger pangs. If I took it one time in the morning, holy shit. I was so hungry, I thought I was starving. So don't do that. This is why MK677 isn't the number 1 or number like 2 fat burner. It's because of the fucking hunger. It like ruins it. Like yeah, it helps you. It also does help you metabolize fat better. It helps you build muscle. So I actually got as strong as I ever did before testosterone on MK677 in a caloric deficit. So it helps you build muscle, build strength for sure. 100%. Muscle, maybe a little bit if you're in a caloric deficit. It prevents muscle wasting, again, anti-catabolism, very important, especially for me. I hate losing muscle when I'm cutting. Oh my gosh, drives me insane. And really, there's not really too many side effects. I guess a more serious side effect could be if you already have cancer in your body, like it will speed up the cancer in your body. That's not a good side effect, but good thing I'm vegan. It raises your IGF-1 levels, which basically it makes your body grow. So if you have cancerous cells, they're gonna grow faster with increased IGF-1 levels. Yeah, I got great results on MK677. This photo is from around 2 years ago. This is when I first became like vegan and started losing weight, and when I finally like dialed in my nutrition. So this was like the easiest weight loss that I ever went through. Like it was literally like sleeping. That wasn't a good analogy. It was like literally like walking in the park. MK677. Would I use it again? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna use it again. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna use MK677 again. Maybe like when I get lean enough and I wanna like main gain, like as Coach Greg says, main gain, when I wanna do that, maybe I'll put in some MK677.Moving on to number 4. Ooh. Oh my gosh, T3. Man, I don't know if you guys know what T3 is. It's basically a thyroid hormone. This has been the biggest game changer for me, by far. I don't even know what made a bigger difference in my life, testosterone or T3. All I know is that before T3, I would want to take a nap in the middle of the day. I wouldn't have energy all day. And I wasn't able to lose weight to save my life. I was literally eating like 2,200 calories a day, and I was weighing 220 pounds of mostly fat. And I wasn't able to lose weight. My thyroid hormones aren't that messed up. I'll show you my TSH, T3, T4. It wasn't bad, it's not out of the normal range, but I'm all about being optimized, and my doctor agrees. Those ranges that you see for thyroid hormone by LabCorp are like, they're not optimal. They're like mediocre in my opinion. Pros, gave me so much energy. Like before T3, I would not be making this video at 7:43 p.m. right now. I'd be freaking laying in bed or something, watching TV. I'm like, ooh, ready to go. I think another pro also, especially if you're a bodybuilder and you're cutting, like prepping for a show. I don't know if you guys know, but when you're prepping and you're cutting and you're in a super crazy caloric deficit, your thyroid hormone and all that stuff is gonna crash. Yeah, so in my opinion, why not just take like a good dosage of T3 all year long? People are worried about it being catabolic. I've actually been able to build muscle, no problem. Right now I'm on 60 milligrams of T3. The natural human body, if you're lucky, produces around 25 milligrams a day. So I'm taking more than double that. If you take too much, it can cause like hair loss and cardiac arrhythmias. Right now at 60 milligrams a day, I don't have any of that. I just have energy and I'm able to lose weight like piece of cake. I don't plan on ever coming off, honestly. I know if you do come off that your thyroid will start to kick in again. It's not like your balls when you're on testosterone, like you get shut down and they may never come back. I know the thyroid's a little different based on the research I've seen, that even if you've been on it for like 12 years, you can come off and your body will start to rebound and it'll start to kick back in. Where to get it? From your fucking doctor. I get it from my doctor. Don't do anything illegal, don't break the law. Are you guys ready for the #1 fat burner? Hands down. You guys ready? Drum roll. Shitty drum roll. Guess what it is? GW50156, also known as Cardarine. Okay, for you guys that don't know what Cardarine is, it's not a SARM, it's not a steroid, it doesn't affect your hormones. I forgot the mechanism of action. It was a little bit more confusing than the beta-2 agonist. But basically what it does, there's studies on this too, and I'll get to the cons in a second. The benefit is that it's literally exercise in a bottle. You can literally take this today and your VO2 max will go up right now, as in like today, as in like 30 minutes from now, you just took it and your VO2 max is up. Do you guys know what that means? That's fucking crazy. Athletes can train their whole life and they're gonna reach like their VO2 max genetic limit based on their weight and all that stuff like that. But imagine if you could just take this little liquid shit and it basically like is exercise as if they just trained for another like year or two. That's crazy to me, guys, honestly. And personally, I have experienced this. This is why it's the best fat burner. It's because you can literally do more, you have more energy, you can literally go harder than last time. Besides the fact that it burns more fat, whatever. Maybe it burns like 100 calories of fat extra just by taking this. But where you're gonna burn the most fat is that with the increase in energy and like the ability to do more in the gym. You can literally go do cardio, it's gonna feel so like flawless. It's crazy, like I just feel like I can just keep on going way harder than last time, by far, without doing any training for it. It's crazy. It may decrease your risk of cancer. I know people are scared of it because there's one study that basically it showed that rats had an increase of cancer, but if you look at the dosaging, it was like really super high, like way more than a human would ever take. So can you really correlate like cause and effect? I don't know. Personally, I don't care. But it also does increase your HDL and lower your LDL and your triglycerides. That's crazy, guys. I'm sweating. I think this is good, especially if you're on anabolics and you know anabolics tend to do the opposite of this. I think taking GW would be a good idea. It's also gonna be good for your heart because you're gonna be able to work out harder and longer and do more, so you're gonna get more of a cardiovascular adaptation as opposed to if you didn't take it and you worked not as hard, if that makes sense. And there's literally no side effects, nothing that I can tell. The only side effect that I have noticed that I'm not sure if I like too much, I've literally felt like I'm on taking this for the first like 2 to 3 days. It's kind of getting a little bit better, but I've been kind of feeling like euphoric and like kind of like rolling. I don't know if you guys know, don't do drugs, but it's kind of weird, honestly. I haven't taken this in a long time. I'm actually on it right now for like the first week, but I haven't taken it in like years. I don't know if I just got like a better quality product or I got bunk shit in the past, but I feel like I'm on drugs, kind of. It's weird. So that's my experience. I think Cardarine is the best because it doesn't really affect, it's not gonna really affect your health. You're gonna be able to perform better in the gym and doing cardio. It's gonna increase your body's ability to burn fat. It's gonna have a positive effect on your heart and triglycerides. I mean, like, it's literally exercise in a bottle. It will literally increase your VO2 max. I don't know if you guys know, but your VO2 max is really dependent on how much you weigh. So a person like me, who's like 220 pounds, my VO2 max is gonna be pretty shit, okay? Because obviously the more mass you have, the harder your body has to work to do the same amount of work, if that makes sense. So this is why I think GW50156 is the best fat burner ever. That's all, guys. If you guys like this video, please smash that subscribe button right now. Like this video if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments, guys. Did you guys like this video? In your opinion, what has been the best fat burner that you've ever tried? And don't say DNP. Wait, is that what it's called? What is it called? That shit, it's like put in dynamite. Don't say that. That shit's crazy, bro. And that will kill you. So, what's your favorite fat burner and why? Also why, I wanna know why. What is your favorite fat burner and why? That's all, folks. Have a great day. Peace.